Hey, how you doing? It's Dan McDonald. What an opportunity to come before you today to share my love and passion for health. I get a lot of questions, ranging from the most simple questions all the way to the most complex health issues in our modern society. So today I'm just going to take a few minutes of your time and I'm going to share with you what I'm doing today to keep things flushed out, cleansed out, so that my body stays hydrated and energized, okay? Lately, you know, I've been on this kick with the levels of toxicity. I don't really want to focus on that, but I want to bring it to everyone's attention, okay? And I've just become more increasingly aware of it because I'm sitting here going, okay, why am I plateaued? I'm improving in my spirituality. I'm letting go more. I'm relaxing more. I'm eating cleaner. I'm eating lighter, fresher. I've been very, regular with my meditation, yoga. And lately it's become aware that, there is a whole lot going on that's very subtle. And particularly here in Vallejo, and I will stop after I let you know about this, but I went out yesterday and the sky was literally filled with geoengineering residues. That's the pleasant way to say it. That's the pleasant non-conspiracy way to say it. Suffice to say, it is a fact that they are modifying the weather, okay? And as I do more research, I find out that these weather modification tools are not exactly super healthy for the living organisms on this planet. I will say no more. Now, in order to keep myself and my family healthy here, I do a regimen of juices and raw foods, as well as small amounts of very useful plant-based supplementation. Today we are going out to go play in the woods. We continue to look at each other, my partner Sophia and I, and we say, well, we really need to get to the trees. In our neighborhood here, there's trees in the yards, but I'm talking about, like, I can't remember the last time I was really deep within the forest. I grew up in the city, then I moved out to the woods and I fell in love with the country life and I fell in love with the trees. And I always knew what I had when I had that fresh air because I would work in Seattle driving in traffic, and I've always been semi-aware, but the awareness here is definitely growing about what's going on in our society. Only because you write to me with so many health questions, and then I do a lot of researching some new weird disease I've never heard of with 8 cases in the US or something like that, and I've got to Google spoofida boofida bifida binaba, and it's like, whoa, never heard of that. Well, that's a new name for a new location of some new doctor that located some toxic buildup in some new gland that no one's ever heard of. And then I've got to find out, well, what the heck does that mean? And I find out, oh, it's part of your thyroid and your adrenals are both shut down at the same time, and now you're getting like a chronic fatigue-like symptoms, but it's not really medically chronic fatigue, sort of saying. So what I'm trying to do here is to continue to stay on the positive as my awareness expands about what we're up against here in our modern society. So we're going to go play in the woods just to get that natural nature mental state here and get away from the traffic and the concrete. And so what we're doing is we're going to take the juice here and we're going to put it in the cooler and we're going to drink juice all day. And then what we're going to have is a high fiber meal in the evening to flush that all out. That's pretty much my daily regimen. Will be a series of juices. And this is for 2 people right here. And I'll explain a little bit more. This is for 2 people, and so we drink the juice all day to hydrate, to flush, to bring in the antioxidants and the chelating type elements in the cilantro and the wheatgrass here. And then in the evening, we use a nice high fiber meal, whether that's fruit or some type of salad, okay? So I'm kind of a liquidarian. And yes, fiber is important, but I also love the hydration. I just love juices, and it'll always be that way. So anyways, this one here is one of the more important ones for today's day and age, and we're finding that with the coconut, which is hydrating and has the electrolytes, the cucumber, which has the silica, as well as being a diuretic, the celery, which has a myriad of health benefits, and then the cilantro, which you all know is a heavy metal chelator, detoxifier, and blood purifier, okay? So I've got 2 jars of the coconut, celery, cucumber, cilantro, one of my favorite drinks, okay? And pretty much equal parts, except for the cilantro, but I did go very, very heavy on the cilantro. I used to do 1 bundle of cilantro per juice. I'm jacking it up to 2, okay? Now, here's the carrot juice. I'm not going to tell you too much, but if you are interested in why the carrots are so nourishing, not only with the beta-carotenes and whatnot, and you know, nice amounts of antioxidants, also the colorants, you know, but also I want you to, if you're interested, to Google platinum group elements or platinum group minerals and check those out. Some interesting knowledge was brought to my attention by Dr. True Ott about the platinum group elements or minerals that are contained in carrots. So very, very interesting. I've always loved carrot juice, and now I've really brought it up to about 2 or 3 times a week just for the nourishing effects, and the platinum group elements are very unique in all of nature. So Google that if you're interested. Here, so anyways, this is the DTM size here at 160, and here is the Sophia size at 120. So, you know, if I was telling my clients or something, or you're on the detoxification protocol, I would actually have you do just give me 1 second here, and I would actually, as a 120-pound person, I would have you doing the 24 ouncer here. This is 32, this is 16, and this is 24. But this is a good size for Sophia. She tends to be real comfortable with drinking this much juice. And you may find that you're that type of person too, that 16 ounces is all your stomach can handle and it's all you want. I can knock back 2 jars of juice in one sitting and go for 3 or 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's me, but I'm pretty active. I have a lot of muscle, and I love my juices. So next is the pomegranate here, and that is a massive detoxifier, antioxidant, big time. One thing that I love, and I wanted to point this out, citrus fruits, pomegranates, bananas, fruits, and even watermelons and melons, fruits that have a nice peel or a covering. Those are going to become more and more important as the months and the years roll on, that we actually start accessing more of the citrus fruits, because the peel is very, very useful in keeping out at least the sediment that's coming down out of the sky onto the foods. So keep that in mind, that the different fruits with the peelings are nice. Avocados are really, really good as well. You know, these foods with the peelings being able to protect what's inside. Now the fruit has it, and the fruits and the vines have their own immune system, detoxification system, so that the plants absorb what they want. They're very intelligent, and so you get this distilled water which is purified. So you're going to get that from those fruits that are covered, even like kiwis, lemons, things like walnuts, dragon fruit, avocados. We've got all the different citrus juices. So I hope that you understand that concept. A little bit different than the blueberries or the apples, you know what I mean, where we tend to generally eat the peel along with the fruit. Here is the coconut wheatgrass, straight up blood purifier, boom. Also the wheatgrass being very high on the minerals as well as the chlorophyll, which is just going to keep you in a state of high oxygenation. You're just saturating the body, you're flooding the tissues extracellularly and intracellularly, so that your whole body can stay hydrated and that oxygen can get to those cells, because the viruses, the bacteria, the cancer, they're all anaerobic type issues. So it's like you've got to find a way to amplify the oxygen uptake. Now, all the fruits and vegetables contain oxygen. The air, the oxygen in the atmosphere continues to lower and lower and lower. And now, with the billions of pounds of chemicals that are being introduced into our environment, it's going to be more and more important to get more oxygen from your fruits and vegetables. So like I've said before, fruits and vegetables are the king. I love the nuts and seeds. I do pretty well on what you call a raw diet, with meaning that I don't need to cook any of my food to feel satisfied. I am even less, I've never been critical or judgmental, but I understand why people, you know, eat cooked foods and steamed vegetables and rice and things like that. I like to recommend that people stay away from the gluten as much as possible. But I did do a consult with a young lady who ate a lot of rice, and I feel like that can be quite congestive as well to the GI tract and keep someone from having very high levels of absorption. And high levels of absorption helps you save money because you absorb more of the nutrition, then your appestat shuts off. You really want to focus on nutrient density these days. And that is something I'm going to be doing here real soon for the Insiders Club, sending an email over there talking about, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 of my favorite nutrient-dense type foods. So you want to keep your eyes peeled over there. The emails for the Insiders Club are getting better and better. I'm putting more time into that. I'll also like to make a video for the Insiders Club too. But let me finish this up here today so we can get out of here. We're a little bit behind schedule. This last one here is Sophia's detox drink. It's her starter. This is orange juice, cayenne, turmeric, and ginger. Now you can use fresh ginger and fresh turmeric. Today, I believe that you used, what are you laughing about, girl?
Not using something else.
Okay. Anyways, you used powder for all of it, right?
For what?
For your juice?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she used powder turmeric, powdered ginger, and powdered cayenne, of course, cayenne. But see, you can use fresh habanero or jalapeno or something too, to break up mucus, to get the mucus flowing here. And so also with the anti-inflammatory effects of the turmeric and the cardiovascular benefits of the ginger. The powders are nice, they're convenient, they're more accessible. Most people can find ginger. A lot of people can't find fresh turmeric. And also the cayenne may even be more beneficial in certain cases, and also very convenient. So that is our juicing regimen. Some more questions about jars. This is 32, 24, 16. Where people ask me, where do you get those lids? Well, what I just did a few days ago was finally, after so many years of needing to do this, I built an Amazon store and I put everything in there DTM approved, and so the lids will be in that store, and that link will be below all future videos. The new shower filter, which is working amazing. I'm going to do a video on that soon, but in case you're one of those hungry people that wants to get a shower filter, it's called a Sprite shower filter, and it had the highest reviews, and it was quite inexpensive, $39.99. That's in the store too. And that, we were just so dry and so itchy. And now that I've got that filter, at least for me anyways, I'm doing a lot better. I haven't really talked to Sophia about if she's felt less itchy on her skin, but I feel a lot less itchy just in the last 4 days that we've had it. So thank God, because some of them remove only very small amounts of chlorine, and other of them much, much higher levels. This product claims to remove 99.9% of the chlorine, and the filter lasts from 6 months to a year depending on how many showers you take. The one thing I noticed right away from the Sprite shower filter was that the smell, the chlorine smell, was gone instantly the minute that I put that shower filter on there. So that's also in the store as well, if you were one of the people that was interested in that. I built the store for obvious reasons, and then also to consolidate my time, because I get questions, hey, where do you get your lids? Now I can just tell you on these videos, hey, these lids are in my Amazon store, go there. You can get them on Amazon. you know, and then I just order these things, and no matter how many of them I've got, there's not enough, you know what I mean? This is my favorite kind of jar, the small mouth 32 ouncer, and then you have to get some kind of brush. Let me show you what that is, just since I'm trying to educate and just answer as many questions as I can. I just have a little brush like this that goes down in, and you can clean the jars. And you know, when I have guests and things staying at my house, they just don't clean the jars acceptable. I like the jars to be really nice and clean, so I use soap, clean them out really, really well. Otherwise, the residues start to build up in the jars, and it has to be pure and clean and fresh. So I really scrub those nice and get them purified, and then air dry them to make sure that there's none of the tap water in there. And then I fill those up with my juice. So this is going to be a day's worth of juice. I will probably drink these ones. This is for 2 people. The pomegranate juice is very powerful, so I'll split this with Sophia. That juicer that I got is amazing, and I've waited all my life to drink pomegranate juice, and that juicer is fantastically amazing for making pomegranate juice because, you know, pomegranates are awesome. One of the best foods that a human being can eat, literally. But, you know, who has an hour to sit down and eat pomegranates? You know what I'm saying? But now that I've got the juice, it probably takes me like 5 or 8 minutes to make this jar of juice, because you got to cut them and then you got to squeeze it. But hey, it's worth it to me, because I used to have to take a lot of time to eat the pomegranates, one of the best foods on planet Earth for purification and massive amounts of antioxidants, which you're going to need to focus on if you're going to keep you and your family healthy. That's why I always recommend, as much as possible, the organic fruits and vegetables. And I also want to encourage you to do the absolute very best that you can with what you've got, and not to worry about it, and step into that spiritual zone. I'm kind of walking in 2 worlds here. I live in one world where it's like, you know, none of this matters at all to me. It's like, I'm going to love this moment, and that's it. And then there's another part of me that kind of plays this character here on planet Earth that's just here to do whatever it does to me, through me. And then it's like this, and then here's this guy, and he does the juicing and the fruits and vegetables, and he does the research on, these minerals and how to chelate all these heavy metals out of our bodies, and blood purification, and clean up your kidneys and get your liver going as good as you can, and trying to do the best you can in this world. And that's the role that I'm playing here. So there's 2 characters at one time. There's this guy who really loves health and really is chasing down this dream of total awakening through the path of health. And what I've come to learn recently, and the reason why some of this information's been coming up, is because I'm like, wow, I'm in an environment that isn't allowing me to have my dream come true. So I need to find a new environment. But until that time, I need to use little shower filters and collect my own spring water and detoxify my body. And until I can grow my own food in mineral-rich soil, I'm going to take the humic and fulvic mineral supplementation. And, there's some other things I'm looking into right now, and then I'll be sharing more information in the future. And it's an art and it's a hobby, but I want to encourage you, at the top of the list is just to be in love with this moment and just let go and not get too paranoid and not get too mad about the conspiracies and all that stuff. You know what I mean? But just do the best you can. Love this moment. This life is very precious. It should bring you back to the understanding how precious this life is. And with that, you absorb every moment. You say sorry a lot faster. You spend more time with your kids. You spend more time with your loved ones. And you send more love out into the world. You give more love to yourself. You let go of the old guilt. Like, I should be doing better, when there are conditions going on that are not within your control. And all you can do is become more aware, make the best choices that you can, and alleviate any guilt, or like you're not doing good enough, or you don't have enough willpower, or you big fatty, or whatever, or man, you should get out and exercise. There's a lot of chronic fatigue that's associated with the onslaught of the billions of pounds of chemicals being released into our environment. And this is just coming from industry and car pollution and the weather modification, etc. Okay, so get savvy, get on point, take care of yourself, educate, learn, research, subscribe to these videos, and keep coming back, because there'll be cool stuff coming. I'm a thinker, you know. I wouldn't consider myself a genius. I'm just very, very persistent, open-minded, flexible, and I have a desire to learn and grow and evolve and make the best of it because of my love for this life, because of the love that I have for myself, because I love this body that I've been given to live in, to love you, to do this art, to love Sophia, to love my children, to be of service to the world at this time. Always, always, always with an emphasis on love, 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 self-love, love for others, forgiveness, more understanding, you know, letting go, and just really sending love to the detractors, etc., etc., etc. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you learned something. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. That sure means a lot to me. And also, you know, share it if you feel like I'm not too crazy with your family, or you can keep this one to yourself because this is more for the DTM fans. But we got to get savvy here on what's going on. So thank you so much. I'm going to go out into the woods and play. And I hope that you can go out into the forest whenever you get a chance. Drink your juices, eat your fruits, eat your salads, use the herbs, use your mind, use your heart, use your body. Love this precious life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm out, DTM. Peace be with you.